Hello everybody and welcome to my new channel Horton Sports, where I will be discussing all the latest Premier League and football fixtures. My name is Matthew Horton and for as long as I can remember I have been a football fan. In today's video I'll be discussing the permutations of the Premier League and where I think people will finish from relegation to top 4. Remember, these are just my predictions and everybody's entitled to their opinion. If you don't agree with mine, then let me know in the comments. Also, make sure you follow me on Horton Sports 14 on Instagram and Twitter to keep up with the latest information. Without any further ado, let's get into today's video where we will be discussing where the permutations will happen, starting from the bottom up.
So in 20th place, I'm predicting Watford. Yes, they've just been promoted with the manager Xisco, but I don't see it really that they'll have much to fight about this season. Yes, they've got the likes of Troy Deeney and Andre Gray, and then you've got Will Hughes, Tom Cleverley, etc. in the midfield, but they just don't seem to have improved much since last season's promotion. So that's why they're in my 20th position. 19th position, I'm predicting Burnley. Yes, they have got a fantastic manager in Sean Dyche, who I believe is one of the best in British football, not so much for his tactics, but the fact that he can get so much out of a financially lacking club. I could just see that because they haven't improved, and people just know how they play. It's a case of lump the ball forward and hope for the best, basically. So without any further additions, I can also see them, unfortunately, making the drop. The other side I can see, unfortunately, facing relegation is New Boys Brentford. I know that they've got a fantastic manager, brand new stadium. They've got Ivan Toney up front, who I can see being a world-class player, potentially top 20 goal scorers this season. They've also brought in Christopher Ajer from Celtic, who plays a defender on midfield, who I think will be a rock for them at the back with Pontus Jensen. And also David Raya in goal will also obviously face a tough time this season. But unfortunately, I don't think they'll have enough to survive the drop. Now, just surviving the drop is other new boys, Norwich. Yes, they've just sold Emi Buendia to Aston Villa, but I feel that they have enough from the experience of being sort of a yo-yo club, you could say, like what West Brom are. But I think they've got enough this season, especially if they use their money properly from the Emi Buendia sale. And they keep the likes of Timo Pukki, Todd Cantwell, Max Aarons, Tim Krul in goal. They've got enough Premier League experience to survive the drop, I think. Next surviving is also Newcastle. Yes, they're a fantastic team, fantastic support, great stadium, but with their owner Mike Ashley just refusing to add any money into the club, how are they supposed to improve? They can't carry on like this. I know they're trying to get a new owner, but they just can't carry on with lack of funds, no new signings. Next is Brighton, who have a fantastic manager in Graham Potter. Nobody really knows what to expect with their club. They've got a fantastic fan base. They've just sold Ben White to Arsenal, 50 million. I'm sure the Seagulls will use that money wisely and improve the squad. For me, they need a new striker with Danny Welbeck out, someone like Odsonne Edouard from Celtic maybe. Or somebody who you know will get the goals for you, because that is what they were lacking last year. They were one of the best for the XG, expected goals, last year, and they really need to get the ball in the net to survive this year. Next, I think, will be fellow Southern side Southampton. They've obviously just got rid of Danny Ings to Aston Villa, but I feel using the money wisely for 25 million, 30 million from someone that was on a one-year contract, 30 years old, and obviously losing Ryan Bertrand, who left on a free to go to Leicester. I think they could do all right this season, and they will survive the drop. Hasenhüttl knows how to get them rallying, and the fan base, when it's full, is very good at St Mary's. Crystal Palace, I think, will be next, under new manager of Patrick Vieira, obviously an Arsenal invincible and legend. I think keeping Wilfried Zaha and obviously buying the likes of Mikel Olise and having Eze there, Wilfried Zaha, you've got Guaita in goal. They've just bought Joachim Andersen from Lyon. I think they're pretty rock solid, and the way that Vieira will play, I think it will be similar to the old Arsenal side, where they're solid at the back and try and hit people. The next one I think some people might not agree with, but I think it'll be West Ham. Yes, they've qualified for Europe this year, but I think that might hinder them a bit, and not really improving the squad that much. I can see them struggling, really. You have to keep the likes of Antonio and Benrahma fit. Yes, they just got a new goalkeeper on loan, Areola, who was on loan at Fulham last year. But I can still see Fabianski being their number one goalkeeper. You've got Kufal, their right back, and Soucek, who obviously have another good season, hopefully for the Hammers. But I just can't see them with Europe and all the English competitions that they're going to be in. I just can't see them doing too great. Next up, I have Marshall Bielsa's Leeds. They play very good football, and the progression of Calvin Phillips from basically not many people knew about him to being a Premier League star and obviously playing in the Euros. I think he'll be a rock in midfield. You've got Patrick Bamford there. You got Meslier in goal. You got Robin Koch in defence. I think they'll have a decent season, and they will be pleased to finish this high up. Next, under new manager Bruno Lage at Wolverhampton now. They will have a decent season. Obviously, they've missed Raul Jimenez big time last year. Him, Pedro Neto, Adama Traore, they've got Trincao on loan from Barcelona. Yes, you can typically say, oh, it's Portugal FC again, but they play so well together. The likes of Conor Cody in defence, you've got Willy Bowley, Semedo. They've just got the talent to do decent this season. Next, I'm going to put Aston Villa. I know that might shock some people, but after getting 100 million for Jack Grealish, they've got to spend the money to improve the squad. Yes, they've just bought Danny Ings to play alongside Ollie Watkins. You've got Buendia. You've got John McGinn in midfield. So they will do all right. You've got Tyrone Mings, Emi Martinez in goal. I think they'll do okay this year and potentially might surprise the odds and get far in the English competitions, aka the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup. Who saw this coming when they were announcing their new manager? Rafa Benitez back in Merseyside, this time to the Blues. I think they'll do all right this year. Benitez knows how to play, knows the Premier League well. I think he'll get the best out of Moise Kean. You've got Alex Iwobi, obviously Jordan Pickford's there. They just need to sort out their midfield a little bit, I feel, and they'll be rock solid. Seventh, I think, will be Nuno Espirito Santo's new side, Tottenham Hotspur. I think with the new manager being there, I think it might give a lift to the squad, like some clubs do get. And having the fans back, of course, at the brand new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, it will only be a great thing for a new manager to get the best out of the side and get the players going. They've just got a new goalkeeper, Giulini, and Romero from Italy. So they'll definitely rock up the defence. They just need to try and get the attackers going and midfield to intertwine. Sixth is the team who I support, Arsenal. Yes, many people probably laugh, oh, they haven't had a great season, oh, they were rubbish last year. But I think with the likes of Ben White in defence now, alongside Gabriel, Kieran Tierney, you really need Aubameyang to start firing. Obviously, Saka was a star boy in the Euros. Unfortunate with his penalty miss, but could happen to anyone, really. I feel like they'll do well. They just need a few more additions, specifically Cam, right back if Bellerin goes, which is rumoured. They need a backup goalkeeper, because we all saw what happened to Leno last year. Runnisson's not up to it. But I think they'll make Europe this year, and Arteta, well, if we finish sixth, Arteta stays, basically. Next up, I've got Leicester City. Brendan Rodgers, fantastic manager. The club's such a well-run club. The fans are fantastic. They've just bought Patson Daka from RB Salzburg. I think he'll offer something different to what perhaps Jamie Vardy will. He's quick. Obviously, Vardy's getting on the elder side nowadays, and I think they'll be a fantastic strike force. They've got Yuri Tillemans, Kasper Schmeichel, they've got James Maddison. I think they'll do really good this year and get into Europe. Fourth place, I'm going to put Liverpool. Yes, Van Dijk's back from his injury and Joe Gomez. They obviously just bought Konate in defence from Leipzig. I just feel they'll do good, but they need an out-and-out striker. Firmino sometimes goes a bit missing, and an injury to Salah, and you've got the likes of Shaqiri or Oxlade-Chamberlain on the wings. It's just not the same. They need to improve that area to push themselves higher up the table. Third place, I say Chelsea. Under Thomas Tuchel last year, they obviously won the Champions League, and they played fantastic football at times. Sometimes a little bit lacking, but I feel they'll have a great year. Back under the fans at Stamford Bridge, they'll be fantastic. Obviously, they're linked to Romelu Lukaku at the moment. Timo Werner went a little bit missing last year, to be honest, and he really should have scored more. You've got obviously Hudson-Odoi coming up, Ben Chilwell on the left back. Mendy in goals, fantastic. They're doing well, and they'll be right up there, I feel, to make the Champions League. Now, who's got second? It's the Reds of Manchester. Manchester United, I feel, will be second. After adding the likes of Rafael Varane to play alongside Harry Maguire, that will be a stalwart for defence. Then with the likes of Luke Shaw at left back and Wan-Bissaka on right back. And then with the likes of De Gea or Henderson in goal, and Jadon Sancho's just been brought in. I feel they'll do very well this year. It's a case of keeping Rashford fit, Martial injury-free, you've got Paul Pogba if he stays, Bruno Fernandes. They're a fantastic team, and I think they'll do well, but they'll just get pipped. Can you guess who by? That's right, their rivals Manchester City. Obviously just buying £100 million on Jack Grealish. Some people are asking, where's he going to fit? But you've got the likes of Grealish, Foden, Bernardo Silva, Rodri. It's a very great team. Aguero's obviously left, so they need to get a striker in, and they are rumoured to get Harry Kane in from Tottenham. If that happens, then, well, this is my prediction up in the air. But I can see them doing as good as last. So yes, that's all my predictions done. Who do you think will survive the drop? Who do you think will get top 4? Who will be the shock of the season? And also, who do you think will be top goal scorer? I'm going to go Harry Kane. Either at Tottenham or Man City. He's also prolific to get the goals. So, yes, if you have any further questions or comments or don't agree or just want to comment, basically, let me know in the comments down below. And make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter on Horton Sports 14. And I look forward to speaking to you soon. Obviously, Premier League starts next Friday. Speak to you then.